You've got those shells that are evidently interlocking. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the interlocking shell stitch. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4 in 2 different colors. So for this stitch, you want to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 6 plus 3. So in my case, I have 21. We're going to be working 1 row per color. So we're going to start with our color A for the first row. For row 1, we're going to skip 2 chains, which counts as a double crochet. And then you're going to do 1 double crochet into the next chain. Now we're going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and then do 1 single crochet into the next. Now we can start a row repeat. You're going to skip 2 chains, so we skip 1 and 2, and then into the next one we're going to do 5 double crochets into the same chain. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when you do these many stitches into 1 chain, the next one kind of cinches up. So you got to make sure you don't accidentally lose that one, that you don't forget about it. Continuing the row repeat, we're going to skip 2 chains. So the first one's that really cinched up one, 1 and 2. And then into the next, we're going to do 1 single crochet. And that ends the row repeat there. So we can go back to the beginning of it by skipping 2 chains, skip 1 and 2, and then doing 5 double crochets into the next one. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Continuing the row repeat, we skip 2 chains and then into the next one do a single crochet. So do that for however many chains you have left. At the end of the row, you're going to be left with 3 chains. And so you're going to skip 2 of them, and into the very last chain, you're going to do 3 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And this here is the end of row 1. For row 2, I'm going to change colors to my color B. You can go ahead and cut color A as well because you're not going to need it on this row. So for row 2, with your new color attached, you're going to chain 1 and flip your work. We're going to work 1 single crochet into the first stitch. And now we're going to start a row repeat. You're going to chain 2. And over the next 5 stitches, you're going to work 5 double crochets together. So for that, we're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, insert our hook, grab the yarn and pull through. 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops and stop there. And now we're going to do that again 4 more times. So you've yarned over, go into the next stitch, grab the yarn and pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops only and stop. And we do that a total of 5 times. Yarn over, pull through 2, that's 3. Into the next one, that's 4. Into the next one, that's 5. So we're going to yarn over and pull through all the loops on your hook. You should have 6 of them. Pull through all 6. And that's a 5 double crochet together. And now we're going to continue the row repeat. We're going to chain 2 and do 1 single crochet into the very next stitch. And that there ends the row repeat. We can go back to the beginning of it by chaining 2. Now doing 5 double crochets together over the next 5 stitches. So yarn over, insert the hook, and now pull through 2 loops only. Do that 5 times. That's my 5th one there. And now we yarn over and pull through all of the loops on the hook. And now we're going to continue the row repeat by chaining 2 and doing 1 single crochet into the very next stitch. So you repeat this until you get to the end of the row, and I'll see you when you're there. Okay, so I just want to make a note here because I made a mistake on row 1 where I put it on writing that to clarify you had to do 2 double crochets at the beginning of row 1 instead of 1. To fix it, I've done 2. You'll see here that I've done 2 double crochets together into the same stitch to add that other stitch that I missed. So mine's going to look a little different, but if you correct it the way that I said on row 1, you should be finishing off the row with normal what you did previously, 5 double crochets together across the next 5 stitches. And then you're going to continue the row repeat with a chain 2 and do your very final single crochet into the top of the turning chain. I just wanted to make a note on that in case you notice that I did 2 into 1. You shouldn't have to do that because you corrected it on row 1. Now for row 3, we're going to change back to our color A. I'm not going to cut my color B because this is the last row, but you can go ahead and cut your color B. Leave a long tail to weave it in. So now for row 3, we're going to start with a chain 3 and flip our work. You're going to, by the way, the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets into the very first stitch. So into the first stitch there, we do 2 double crochets. That is 1, and this is 2. Now we're going to skip the chain 2, and then do 1 single crochet into the next cluster. So the top of the cluster is this stitch here, kind of closest to the first double crochet onto the left. So into there, we want to do a single crochet. And now we're going to start the row repeat. We're going to skip the next chain 2 space, and into the single crochet, we're going to do 5 double crochets. So we're doing 5 double crochets into the same space. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we can continue the row repeat. We're going to skip the 2 chains that are kind of hidden right now. The ones between the 5 double crochets together and the single crochet. You skip those. And then you do 1 single crochet into the next cluster, to the top of the cluster. We do a single crochet. And that finishes the row repeat. We're going to skip the next chain 2 space and into the next single crochet, do 5 double crochets. So I'll see you when you're done the 5 double crochets here. So I just did the 5 double crochets. We're skipping the chain 2 that's kind of hidden right now, and then doing a single crochet into the top of the cluster. And when you get to the end of the row, you're going to be left with just 1 chain 2 space and a single crochet. So we're going to skip the 2 chains and then do 3 double crochets into the single crochet to finish off this row. Just the 3 double crochets. This is my second, and this is my third. And this is what the end of row 3 looks like. Moving forward, you just want to repeat rows 2 and 3 back and forth until you have the desired length of your work or a finished swatch. And here we have it. This is so beautiful on both sides of the fabric. I really like this one because of that. You've got those shells that are evidently interlocking, and because you're working with 2 colors, both of them are nice and visible. The more different the colors are, the more contrasting the shells will be. As you can see with my example, we love it. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.